The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Queen Games.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the daughter.
Today we're going to play Copenhagen. And we actually have the deluxe version.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, it's got these really cool acrylic things because this is like Tetris meets Ticket to Ride almost.
Yeah, it's a good way of describing it.
Yeah, we got little Tetris pieces and we're going to be filling in our building that's got windows and bricks.
It's really cool.
Stuff. Yeah, so let's just check it out.
Okay.
So the difference in setup between a 2, 3, and 4 player game is in a 2-player game, we're actually going to remove some of the facade tiles. Those are Tetris pieces. Megan's going to show me one of these, or show us. So you can see these are nice. This is the deluxe version, so it comes with these nice acrylic pieces. You can see they've got windows and they've got bricks. So that's going to be important when we place those on our board because of how it handles scoring. But on our turn, we're going to be doing things like, if you're familiar with Ticket to Ride, we're either going to be basically taking cards from around the harbor here and these little footbridges. And when we take cards, we have to take 2 that are right next to each other. And then we're going to replenish those cards. Those cards go into our hand. Now, we do have a hand limit size of 7. If you ever draw more and have more than 7 cards, you have to discard immediately down to 7, and those are going to go there. The other thing we can do on our turn is we can play cards from our hand, and that's going to determine which cards we play. So let's say Megan played 2 purple cards. She can play a size 2 purple onto her board. Now, following kind of normal Tetris rules, you either have to be on the very bottom or you can place on top of another existing tile, like Megan is showing there. Now, you do get a discount if you place a color on top of another color or adjacent to another color. So in this case, as Megan's showing you the blue, she would only have to pay 1 blue in order to do that. Now, the way we handle scoring is that whenever you complete a row, and it's all windows, you're going to get 2 points. If it's a mixture of windows and bricks, it's only going to be worth 1 point. Now, if you complete a column and it's a mixture of both windows and bricks, that's going to be worth 2 points. However, if you complete a column that is all windows, that's 4 points. And that's pretty much how you get the majority of your points. Is you can pull that off. That's pretty nice. So here is an up close and personal look at one of the buildings. You'll notice we've got these coat of arms that are around there. Whenever we cover these coat of arms up, we're going to be able to do special actions. Now, you'll notice that there's 4 on the board itself, and then there's 3. So when we complete those rows, it's going to be give us that special action. Now, we're each going to start with one of these special tiles, and that is this tile right here. That's going to allow us to take any 2 cards anywhere around the harbor. Now, normally, like I said, you have to take cards that are adjacent to each other, but here you could take that green and that green, for example. Now, those are one-time uses. When you use it, you're going to flip it over, and if you happen to cover a coat of arms, again, you can flip all of those tiles back over and you can reuse them on another turn. The other thing you can do is you can take one of these special windows.
Single windows.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to place that on your board, and you have to be able to place it immediately. And then lastly, what you can do is you can take another one of these special tiles. Now there's 4 other ones here, and we only use the number equal to the number of players, so there's 2 in each. So this tile here will allow us to use any one color card as if it were another color. So let's say I had 2 red in my hand. I could get rid of those, and I could actually say, oh, they're green this turn. This special tile allows us to take cards and place tiles on our board. This one allows us to take 1 extra tile instead of just a 2. And then this one gives us a discount of -1 whenever we build. So instead of something costing us, say, 4 blue, it only costs us 3 blue. And that works pretty good in conjunction when you're trying to put tiles of the same color on top of each other, because then you actually get like a 2 discount. The game is going to end when one player gets all the way to 12 points or the mermaid card comes up. Now, the mermaid card is placed in the bottom 9 cards of the deck and shuffled, so don't be cheating and looking where that's at.
I don't know.
In a 3 or 4 player game, you're actually not going to put that card in until you've exhausted the deck one time around. Then you're going to reshuffle, and then you'll put it in the last 9 and shuffle those cards up. But in a 2 player game, you're only going to go through once. All right, Megan has decided that I will go first, and because I'm going first, I only get two cards to start with.
But I get 3.
Megan gets 3. And right off the bat, I think I'm going to take these 2 purple.
All right.
And we'll just reset.
Grab the yellow and the green.
You're going to see this game, especially in a 2 player, plays very fast. I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use my special.
I was wondering if you were.
Yeah, I'm going to take these 2 purples.
Not a feeling.
Are you hooked on a feeling?
No.
Ooga chaka, ooga
We
ooga.
need more Ooga Chaka. I miss that show. I didn't get to see it this summer. The Awesome Mix Live at Epcot.
All right, so I'm going to...
I'm sorry, I was at 8 cards.
Oh, cheater.
No, I was not. I was at 7. I just can't count.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to play 5 purple. Discard those, and I'll take the 5 purple.
You distracted me, Turd Blossom.
Yeah, I did, and that completes a row, so I'm gonna get a point.
Yeah, and thankfully that's the only one that like has that. Let's go ahead. Play 3 yellows. And I'll drop that there.
Yeah, I'll take these 2.
Take those.
Well, not really what I like here. I'm gonna take these 2.
Okay, I have 4 green. Play that
No,
there.
not my green.
And it's all windows, so 2 points.
Oh, my gumdrop buttons. I'll take these 2. I think it puts me at my 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take those 2.
I'll play my... Yeah. I'll play my 3 green. I'll take this one. I'm gonna place... Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna place it here.
Okay.
And because I covered up one of those, I am going to take the special tile that allows me to get a -1 discount.
Okay. 3 yellow. I'm going to play it by yellow so I can do the discount of the 4. And I'll drop that there. Right in between. Those fit so nice with these pieces.
Yeah, they
love
are
it.
nice. Very nice. Take these 2 blue.
Let's take those 2 yellow.
When I hear yellow, I want to say the Ron Weasley spell.
Sunshine, Daisy, Mellow. Turn the stupid fire yellow.
I'm going to play 5 blue.
5.
5.
Alright then.
5.
I see what you're wanting to do.
Um,
I mean, it's not gonna matter
I'm
because
gonna
you
do
don't.
that.
You can't do all windows.
Oh, I can do all windows.
No, but not for the row you already have like going. You know, you can do that little thingy and cheat around. You know what? I'll do that. Grab those.
I'll take those 2 reds. Thank you very much.
4 yellows. Do the discount for 5. We'll do that. That completes 2 rows. 1 of all windows, 1 that isn't. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I covered up that so I can flip this. And I also had that one. So I'll take the color one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take these two.
Okay. Take those.
Take these two. That puts me at my 7 limit.
Take these two.
I'm going to use my -1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play 4 red. Take that one. And
That's what I
I'm going
wanted.
to place that one right here.
And there's your all windows. Let me see what you're doing.
Let's take these two.
Let's do 5 red. We'll make it green. We'll do that, and that covered that, so I'll just flip that back over. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll do this. That way I don't have an empty slot.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play 3 blue, but I'm going to take a 4.
Yep.
Whoops.
Discount.
And I'm going to place that like this, and I will flip those.
Okay. I took a green and a yellow. I am not diversifying my board, I just noticed. The colors are all green and yellow.
And you can only ever have 1 of each of the special tiles.
So 2, we'll make that 3. We'll drop that like that. That completes that row, which gives me another point. And take that. And that completes that row, which gives me another point.
Okay. I'm going to take these 2 purples.
I'll take those 2 purples.
I'm going to play 3 purples, which will get me that 4, because I'm going to be touching the other one. And
so you complete a row?
I do complete a row. What special do I want? You know, I think I'm going to take this.
Okay.
And I'm going to place that here. Oh, you know what?
You could.
Yeah.
You could. You can always get another single and drop it down below.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it here. So it's just going to give me a point.
Well, you couldn't anyway, really, could you?
You're correct. I could not. That would have been illegal.
I was going to say, yeah. Technically, if this was Tetris, that would be illegal too.
Well, it's illegal in the rules.
Yeah. I'll do these 2.
I'm going to play a single purple, but I'm going to take the 2 because it's going to be adjacent to this. Now I'm going to flip that around, and that is going to complete a row of windows, which is 2 points, and another row, which is another point.
That ties the game. I have 3 purples. Drop that there. That completes a column for how many?
2 points.
2 points, yep. And I cleared a thingy, or covered a thingy up, so let's flip that over.
Yeah, let's just take these 2 here. Getting close to the end here.
Yep.
This really is a race game.
It kind of is, yeah.
Especially in a 2-player.
Do the discount. Drop that there.
Take these 2.
I'll play that. Say it's green. Drop that there. Gives me 2 points.
Oh no. Alright. I'm going to play
1.
2 blue, which will give me
okay,
like a 3 here. And I'm going to place that here.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 4 points for completing my row of all or my column of all windows.
We're tired.
And we're at 11 points.
We're at 11.
Do you have any cards?
No, I don't. You can complete that column, can't you?
I can.
That's gonna boost you.
We're not going to be tied.
I was just seeing. Depending if that mermaid card came
Oh,
out.
that's true.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
true.
I was
That's
like,
a strategy.
I don't know. Okay, we'll see, maybe. Ugh.
And I'll place my 2 red. I will take this 2 here, place that there. It gives me 1 point. And I get to 12 first.
You get 2 points.
Let's see how many.
Technically.
2 points, yeah. So 1, 2.
Oh no, where's she at?
3. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
All right, so
man.
let's award Dad the trophy. That was pretty close, but all of our games have been pretty close too.
Yeah. Well, there's been a couple where I've just taken the lead because you haven't been able to complete stuff. Or...
Well, that game we played last night, I destroyed you.
Well, it was like one of my first games. I was still getting the hang of it. That's not fair.
Yeah, we've played a lot of
You've
games
had
since
practice.
just against you, and you beat me two games
You
already.
played with the guys.
Well, that was the other day.
Well, that's your practice.
Well,
And you came in here and kicked my butt. It was not nice.
all right. Well, let's get to what we think. All right, Megan, I'll let you go first.
It's pretty cool. It's a good game. I kind of felt when we were playing it the first time, I was like, I can definitely tell this is a Queen game because for whatever reason, I feel like Queen games all have the same vibe. Like, not even like if they're the same type of game or like genre. I don't know. There's something about a Queen game. I was like, I can identify this is probably a Queen game. I don't know. It's just me. But I think it's really cool. Especially these pieces. These are like the coolest thing ever. Just how well done they are, and they've got some heft to them. Like, you know, the windows are all like frosted paint and all. Like, I just think that's really cool. And like I was saying, you know, they fit in really well into like the board here. So like that's kind of cool. It's really easy to track where you're at on your scoring in case you like forget. I do like the cards that like tell you that, you know, like what each like colors like corresponding pieces are, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, they didn't really need to make like this little harbor, but it's kind of cool just as like a way for the theming to like as a way to place your cards, because you could just put them in a row or like little columns. Like, you don't need this, but it's kind of nice to have. And I will say I was really confused as to what this was for the longest time, because I was like, is it a boat? Like,
It's the mermaid.
I know, I was really confused because I didn't understand. And then I was like, oh, see, like it makes sense when you look at it. But at first I was like, what the heck is this? Like weird country canon thing? I don't know. I was really confused. But also the base is a little wonky because they can easily like tip onto the tail there. Like, that's just a very minor thing. But it's cool. I like that it's a mermaid because I like mermaids, and it fits with it being, you know, Copenhagen, like, because the mermaid thing's there. So yeah, I mean, overall it's a really good game. It's definitely an easy game. This is probably, I would say, a gateway-ish game.
Oh, definitely.
Because if you're familiar with Tetris, you're gonna understand this and like Ticket to Ride. Super easy concept. Again, not much to think about. I mean, you can have strategy, like, you know, I've seen your strategies a lot trying to get columns in all windows. I seem to normally go for rows. I think this is like one of the first games I've actually gotten columns completed, because I normally don't do that.
I think columns are the key because you get more points that way. It takes a little longer to do it, and you kind of have to finagle some things, but, you know, 4 points in one shot is usually pretty good.
Because that can totally boost you, because that's how you've caught up with me a lot of times.
Yeah,
We're taking the lead.
Yeah, like when we played last night, I think I scored 6 points because I completed one column
And then it completed a row too at the same time. And
Well, no, I
windows.
had completed the column that had a combination, so that was 2 points. But I had also covered a coat of arms, which allowed me to place one of the singles in for an all windows thing. So that got me another 4
The
points.
singles are really beneficial. They're kind of nice, just to be able to say, oh, I can just throw that in there. Especially how you kind of did with yours. You could easily secure that 3 there after you kind of trapped yourself there. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah, this really is along the lines of Ticket to Ride. It feels very Ticket to Ride-ish because you're either taking cards or you're playing cards, and you're going for sets of colors, just like in Ticket to Ride as well. So for that, I think I like the simplicity of the gameplay. I like how fast it is. I've played this with 4, and it really plays super fast too. When I played it for the first time, there was 4 of us. We played it so fast, we're like, hey, let's play it again. And I think we played the 2 4-player games in under an hour. So that was nice. Like Megan's pointed out, the components themselves are really good. The cardboard is nice and thick. The acrylics are really where it's at. And they come standard with the deluxe. And if you want them, I think you can get them directly from Queen's website. I don't remember the exact cost. I want to say they're maybe around $15, but double check their website just to be sure.
I think if you like this game and like you've played it before and like you want to buy your own copy, I don't see why you wouldn't buy the deluxe just for the windows, because I think that's really cool. But if you do have it already and you're like, oh, these look cool, and you want to like splurge, or Christmas is coming, so that would be kind of a nice little gift idea, under 20 or whatever. Just here's a little upgrade.
Yeah, and the fact that going back to the gameplay, the fact that the game ends either when the mermaid card comes out or a player gets to 12 does really make it a race game. So it's for that reason you're kind of keeping it fast paced. You're looking and seeing what other cards people are taking, and maybe doing a little hate drafting, getting those cards away, or looking at what kind of pieces they need too.
Yeah.
So there is plenty of depth here that just on the surface I don't think people are going to see. But once you start playing, especially when you play with multiple people and different people, that you're going to see different styles and that sort of thing. So I think a lot of that kind of shakes out the more you play the game. And like I said, this is a gateway game, so everybody in the family can play it. This is going to be great for the holidays, I think. So I highly recommend it.
Me too. Pretty good.
So that is Copenhagen from Queen Games, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.